there, Richard Matheru here. So as a network marketer that wants to effectively promote their business online, it's actually only 3 steps you need to take if you want to generate leads, make sales, and recruit new team members. I'll teach you all 3 in this video. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so first of all, these things are based on fact, proven strategies. I'm not the kind of guy who just comes in with something that sounds like a good idea. I'm in the industry too. I've sponsored over 700 people, and I've helped other marketers generate over £1 million worth of sales with what I've been teaching. So this stuff works. Pay attention. You can do supplementary things. You want to start a blog, a YouTube channel, a podcast, be a kingpin on social media. I don't even know what kingpin means. I think it means leader, something. Be good on social media. Hey, go do it. You can do that stuff, but you don't need to do that. You only need 3 things if you want to get results, real results, which is team members, signups, and sales, right? So let's dive in. I've got my notepad here so I don't forget. Number 1, you need an offer. Why would someone give you their information voluntarily? Which is what I believe is a true lead. Not someone you cajole, twist their arm. Hey, fine, don't take my vitamin, get cancer. You know, when you say these kind of things and it's like, oh God, here's the information. You don't want to do that with them. They want to be like, hey, here's my email, send me some more. I want to know. That's the kind of offer that you want, that has people voluntarily say, yeah, I want to know that. These are the best leads that are all created equal. So the way you can stand out, and you need to stand out, is by being specific with an offer. Go take a look at your company presentation again. What individual element could you pick out? What story? Because you're against every other rep in your company that is fighting for attention on the internet too. There's such a huge overlap on social media, on every channel, on every way you promote, right? There's a huge overlap. Why should they choose you? Especially if you don't have big results like some of the other leaders do. You be specific. Think about this. Imagine you're in a travel network marketing company and your presentation is going to show many different demographics, many different travel benefits, maybe prestige travel, budget travel, whatever, right? Why don't you take a look and go, hang on a minute, there's a great story in here of a family man that takes his kids to Disney for the first time. Part of the presentation. Could you not pull that information out mentally and package it to that audience of family men? You could say, hey, you're a family man, you're a dad, would you want to take your children to Disney this year instead of next year and for half the price? I can show you how in a 13-minute video. Now, can you feel the energy that takes on? If you are a family man, you're like, ding, 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 all ears, like, what, Disney this year, half the price? Maybe we could do this. I want to know, yeah, I'll take a look at that. What if you just say, hey, save money on all travel? I can teach you how to... No one believes you. No one's going to listen to you. Why? Because it's impossible for everyone to benefit from one thing. It's impossible unless you're talking about oxygen, right? It just isn't going to work. So when you go to people and you say, hey, who's good for my product? Anyone with skin. Who's good for this workout? Anyone that wants to get fit. Well, beginners, intermediates, advanced, weights, cardiovascular. Who? Because it can't be for everybody. And it's the same with your business. They just don't believe you. You lose credibility if your offer is just bland, grey, beige, same as everybody else's. So pull out something that's going to fix a big thing, a big solution for a group of people you want to focus on, and make that offer really specific, and you can stand out very quickly. Second thing you're going to need is you're going to need a sales funnel. Well, how do I get this offer to them? How do they give me the information? How do I show them the presentation? This would be a sales funnel. Does all the heavy lifting for you. Old school network marketing. You got to make the calls, get the presentation out there, show up for it, do it, follow up, blah, 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 blah. It's boring. Nobody wants to do it. And it doesn't convert anymore. Nobody even answers the phone these days. Like, have you ever seen when people call you and you're like, how dare you? Why don't you text me? That's the mentality most people have these days. You call them, they think you're dying or you're going to have a baby or something, right? So instead, communicate in the way they used to, which is doing their own research online. We don't want them Googling your company and finding all that rubbish, right? So you can control that. This is how you do this with a sales funnel. 2 simple pages. The first page, here's my offer, enter your email, I'll send you it. Second page, they get sent it. Very simple, like bish bash bosh, it's done. Now what this does is it removes all the just pain in the backside, all the time wasters, right? Sounds like a pyramid. Do I get a guarantee? Will you do it for me? Oh God, you're like, jog on. I just want to speak to the creme de la creme. Now, a sales funnel allows you to save a bunch of time because it walks people through information. The only ones that come back to you are the ones who are serious. You're never going to pressure somebody to joining. They'll just take the 14-day cancellation period anyway. It's a waste of time. So you may as well just focus on the serious people. And you can do this from the comfort of your own home or wherever you may be. That sales funnel is out there 24/7, 365, always gives the same performance, always on its game, always available. You don't have to be there. You can just spend your time with the cool people that actually want to do what you've got to offer, right? So we have the offer, we have the sales funnel, so we can piece them together. Now, what good is the breast presentation? It's a different video. The best presentation in the whole world if nobody ever gets to see it. I feel so bad sometimes for network marketers when they come to me, they're like, my presentation is good, my company is good, my product is good, the comp plan is great. Nobody's joining me. I'm like, because nobody's seeing all those things. Wake up. Like, you need to have a flow of visitors, an audience, to put this offer in front of. The right people, the right offer, the right communication. That's what these three things are. When you put them together, it's how all business is done. Like, I've been on a mission for some time now and doing pretty well at it to educate and drag our industry up from the depths of it's reliant on friends, family, pestering, cold calling, all this rubbish, to what real businesses are built on, which is smart, effective marketing, the good use of your time and focusing on the people who are actually real leads and potential customers and signups. And then guess what? When you do things this way, other people are going to get attention. First time I got on leaderboards and spoke on stage and did a whole bunch of cool stuff because of using this style of marketing, a whole bunch of people wanted to suddenly work with me. A whole bunch of opportunities opened up, and they will do for you. So how are you going to get that audience? Okay, you could use social media marketing, you could use YouTube, you could use a podcast, you could pay for traffic. My favorite is Facebook ads and YouTube. These are my two favorites. My podcast does pretty well too. But those are the methods that I've chosen. And I chose to master each one of those one at a time. I suggest you pick a method that you love. You're going to be doing it for some time. Typically, how you build a business is how you're going to have to maintain a network marketing business. Don't believe me? Go look at the leaders in your company. 5-year plan. Meeting after meeting after meeting, sacrifice friends, sacrifice family, sacrifice your time, because in 5 years, you can just do what I do and sit at the beach. I'm like, no, what you're doing is telling me this message and you're still here at the meeting. You're telling me that in 5 years, I'm not going to need to be at this meeting. You're here 10 years later. And when you don't take the meetings and you are not dragging you out of the cupboard on the company events, your business just goes woo and dive bombs. So I don't want to follow you. Even though you're earning a lot of money, you have no time and you have no freedom, which is what this industry is supposed to be about. My way, the way I'm teaching you, you can do both. You can build a big business, a big team. You see, we traveled around the world. As I've sponsored over 700 people, we've been traveling and going around the world at the same time. I've never done a party in my home. There's a little room around the corner, like a sports, like a pavilion event place, little council room. I've done 2 meetings in there when I first started. That's it. That's the only meetings I've done. You never see me get dragged out to do these kind of things. You know why? Because of these 3 things. I'm building an audience with the methods of traffic and visitors that I've focused on. I send those people to an offer. That offer is presented in a sales funnel, and they will sometimes join right off the page. Or if they reach out to me, these are serious people who are educated on what I'm doing. They see the sense in it. They like that I'm different from everybody else. I'm speaking their language. You can definitely put yourself in that position with those 3 things. I'm trying to think of some resources that may help you along in this 5 or 10 minute video. So yeah, I'll put a couple. So there's a webinar that I do called the Predictable Member System, where I walk you through these 3 areas in more detail. If you want to kind of pad it out a little bit, that's richardmathrew.com/webinar. Chill out, it's a free webinar. So you can take a look at that. If you already have an idea of what your offer will be and you just need some help with the technical side, I personally use a system called ClickFunnels. I'll put a link beneath here as well. So if you're on a mobile, like click the arrow, look at the description. If you're on a desktop, just scroll down a little bit of this video. I'll put a couple links at the top, a little bit of extra information in the description for you as well. I just want to see you win. Like, I love talking, as you can probably tell. I love teaching, as I hope you can tell. I'm passionate about our industry. I'm passionate about your results. I live a great life. I'm truly grateful for it. I know this stuff works. I want as many of you to really benefit from this as possible. I hope you'll take me up on this offer and really put this information to work in your business. As always, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses. If this kind of information is helpful, you want to know what's working in the field, make sure you subscribe, like the video. I'll do a lot more of them and you'll always receive them then. Bye for now. Have a fantastic day.